Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field, it's McCarthy. Close to the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Leon. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. The receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 10.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them.
Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
2nd down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
And the Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to scramble. There's contact on the throw. Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's hit as he throws it. What a catch! That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Man, some real toughness on display here by the quarterback. Being able to focus with that kind of pressure coming right at him.
Back to throw. It's McCarthy. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, LSU. Kicking team on now for the extra point. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over. First and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to 34.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for three?
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. They mix it up with a run. At the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. Where's the second down play? Looking downfield, it's McCarthy. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball is almost picked off.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Throws it to the right. Oh, what a grab! You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to chuck it again. That ball snagged for a completion. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big games, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Second down after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Solid game. Play there wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wide out. He's got it in the open. Breaks into the clear. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the first quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He fires downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Leon. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The offense sets up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's third and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
So they get closer, but now they line up on third and goal from the 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. It's McCarthy into the end zone, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PAT puts them in front by 7. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he fields it inside the 15. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
First and 10.
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He has first down yardage at the 46.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
On the move now. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
On the screen.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Looking to throw yet again. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Sooners. They were not going to catch him that time.
Chris, how about that? The quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown, that's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. put that extra point. We're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team was out there and booted away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown on their last possession. Looking to pass. It's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's back to throw again on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019, but Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be... but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but a great interception. Give the offense the football to the 42.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
An inside give now from the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, when I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus Dupree. So great history, not just of quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Design quarterback run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Makes a quick catch. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback, all spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's McCarthy. And he's hit just before the throw. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The pass rush closing in. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion in the first half makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A deep shot to the left side. Holds it in outside the 10. He's still running. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. To the air, it's McCarthy. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, they found the matchup here, Chris, on 4th down. A gutsy call, and it pays off. Love this one-on-one matchup. The receiver wins that battle, and the quarterback put it right on the money.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark him right at the 1. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Sooners! This offense is still clicking.
Well, gutsy call here to go for this instead of taking the field goal, but it works out. Great touchdown. They now lead by 6. An extra point away, and they go up by 7 here at the half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Makes the first down, but Casey Price, big hit there at the end.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that completion puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Motion now from the tight end. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The Sooners pick up enough for a first down here.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Sooners line it up with first and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. We'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Back to throw. It's McCarthy. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He makes the grab. Great footwork, a big opening now. Here he goes. Touchdown, LSU. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking deep to the right side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Close to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. And the Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Sooners. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Here's the return from inside the 5. Return to 1 down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Didn't quite get the playoff time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback is over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
It's a deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Back to pass. It's McCarthy. With the catch, it's Leon. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught by the receiver. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he can bring it in.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a quick grab. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for his back. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. Brought down quickly, but the game moves the football to the 30.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
The pocket breaking down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Could take it all the way. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Catch made in space. Look out. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Contact as he let the ball go. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sooners. A huge defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw. It's McCarthy. Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Right, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game, but they did it in a big way there.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
36.
And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Chewing clock with the running game. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's McCarthy. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is
a deep shot to the right. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Tries the right with a quick throw. This time, a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And he drops back in the gun. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to pass. It's McCarthy. He's running out of time here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He could go. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.